President Obama took a lot of heat for going golfing directly after announcing the beheading of U.S. journalist James Foley. Well, he's finally now admitting it wasn't a good idea, but regrets the optics of it, not the golf.
Made the statement on Foley.
Yeah.
You went and golfed. Do you want that back?
You know, it is always a challenge when you're supposed to be on vacation. Because you're followed everywhere, and part of what I'd love is a vacation from
you want us to stop following
the
you.
press. I should have anticipated the optics. You know, that's part of the job, but part of this job is also the theater of it. It's not something that that always comes naturally to me.
I want him so well to get it. I want him so much to not blame the press, the media, take ownership of it. It was a bad idea. 6 minutes later, you know, on the back nine, Dana. Why are we still going over this and he's still trying to massage it?
I don't know. I'm really deeply disappointed in that decision, but not just because it was a decision and it was bad optics, but because I think it conveyed a feeling across America when he really could have been in a position of rallying the nation to a call of action to deal with the threat.
And also to the international community and to our allies, to the Europeans, and also to the UAE to say, listen, we got this, let's do this, and to the enemies, we're coming from you, for you in a united front.
Okay, so they expect us, or President Obama expects us to believe that a sitting president, 6 years in, doesn't anticipate the optics on everything he does. That's simply laughable. They do. They consider the optics on everything they do, from pictures under JFK's photo ops under JFK, the photo op at Stonehenge. Everything they do is all about the optics. That leaves three possibilities. Either he thinks we're stupid, either he's stupid, or he simply doesn't care. Now, I know he's not stupid, and I know we're not stupid, so it's down to he just doesn't care. He went golfing on the heels, 6 minutes after he delivers a speech on Foley being beheaded, with the parents of Foley still crying. The man does not care. When you see that smile on his face in the golf cart right there, that is not a guy who cares about what the optics are. Bob, that picture was taken. He knew very well that there are Americans who were being beheaded in the desert, and that picture's up there.
As Kimberly said I was defending last time, and I had a chance to say I wasn't defending. Let me just say this. You're suggesting here that he doesn't care about this guy being beheaded.
No. I didn't say that, and stop doing that. I said he doesn't care about the optics of him golfing when people are being beheaded. That is a big difference from what you just said.
And he said that he was wrong on the optics. Now, what more could you ask him to do? You want him to go out and self-flagellate himself?
I would say this. I would say the word optics should not even be in a sentence, should not even be in his mind. So, you know what? I realize how that looked. It's not how I felt. I shouldn't have went to it. I felt obligated to those three other guys. Whatever he wanted to say. I couldn't picture personally speaking to the parents like he did, saying that he had to hold back tears like he did, and being on the golf course 15 minutes later. So people want to know, human being, Mr. President, how could you do that? I don't care how it looks. How could you want to? Let alone how could you? Here we are 3 weeks later. Wow, the more I thought about it, it was dumb. I was in automatic mode. I was sitting there just saying, okay, do this, go back. And as I started golfing and it hit me, I should not be here.
Right, but
something like that.
He's blaming everyone else, making him look bad.
He wasn't mad about him golfing.
Right.
He was mad about the theater. The press took the picture, and the picture guy, and we're talking about it. Can I tell you what he's looking at right now? He's looking at 864. You saw President Bush and you saw Clinton today having a great time as ex-presidents. In 864 days, President Obama will join that club, and he can't wait for the day to be part of that club.
Bill Clinton won out working, and so did President Bush. They worked to the end. They knew. They saw the end in sight.
They're still
working. And I'm not
working.
saying nobody thought about their legacy, but they were working to the close.
Yeah, but why is it
Bill Clinton never went home. He never said goodbye for 2 weeks.
Are you suggesting Obama's not working?
I'm saying right now, if he is looking towards the finish line now, that is crazy, because his legacy, the rest of his life, is going to be determined on what he does and doesn't do.
Well, he's got a lot to fix. Here's the problem, Bob. He says, it's really tough when you're supposed to be on vacation. I don't care.
Right.
You're the President of the United States.
He just shouldn't have said that.
If you can get some time off once in a while, great. This isn't the time to do it. Man up. Quit having a pity party for yourself all the time. It's very frustrating, and it's such an emotional disconnect to the American people. And guess who's responsible for it? He built it.
Look,
He's the one doing it, no one else. It's not the press's fault.
To be honest with you, it feels to me sometimes as every other American is given the right the assumption of innocence before guilty, that we have a tendency to do that. Most of you do around this table.
The facts speak for themselves. He's on the golf course 6 minutes later, and it's not believable.
2 days in a row.
Up over it.